Hi there, Steve Coneybear here again, sitting on the bench in front of my favourite beach, enjoying the cool change after a hot day. Every day here is about 31, 32 degrees, and at night get this beautiful cooling breeze. So I just love to sit on the beach or in the park and just enjoy the serenity and the peace, and to breathe in all that fresh air while I'm overlooking the sea. As I'm sure you are well aware, Christmas is approaching, and for many it's a wonderful time of the year, but for many it's a real sad time of the year. And I was thinking today, I wonder if Christmas is for you Xmas, or is it Christmas? So many people have removed Christ from Christmas, and it's all about the X factor. It's all about indulgences and partying and presents and outings. Or there are those that still value the Judeo-Christian tradition of Christ being the centerpiece of Christmas season. And I trust that this will be your thing. And in reflecting on Christmas and the message of Christmas, I'm reminded of a story that I learned many years ago when I was in Sunday school. And I was reflecting on that story today to actually just think about what Jesus was like. The story is found in the Gospel of John, and Jesus is confronted by some religious leaders and some of the local townsfolk, and they bring to him a woman who was caught, they say, in the very act of adultery. And they say to Jesus, "What shall we do? The law says that we should stone her." Now I find that very interesting. The law says that we should stone her. And my first thought is, they've got the woman, but where is the man? And unfortunately at that time, in that era in history, women weren't thought highly. It was a very patriarchal society, and men could get away with lots of things, but the poor women couldn't. And they say to Jesus, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. We should stone her. What do you think? And Jesus, in his brilliance, just stoops down on the ground and he writes something in the sand. And we don't know what he wrote. We have no idea. But my suspicion is he wrote this. He looked at those people who had stones in their hands ready to stone this woman, and he wrote on the ground something like jealousy, Levi, something like anger, Reuben, something like greed and jealousy, and he named some others. And I propose that in the ground he wrote the sins of each of those people who were there to throw stones at this woman. Anyway, at the end of it, he looked up, and one by one, the Jewish leaders and the townsfolk, they'd gone, and the woman was on her own. And Jesus said, "Woman, where are your accusers?" She said, "Lord, they've gone." But he said something to them that was profound. When he got up from writing, he said to them, "Let him without sin throw the first stone." What powerful words. Let him without any sin throw the first stone. And one by one, they dropped the stones. And he says, "Woman, where are your accusers?" And she said, "Lord, they have gone." He said, "Woman, neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more." That's the sort of person Jesus was like. He didn't play the religious card. That just was not what he was like. And when I reflect on that story, let's apply it to here and now. And I sort of think, are you carrying stones? Do you have stones in your pocket to throw at others? To throw at your partner because they've done the wrong thing by you? Or some family member that's wronged you? Or some work friend? Or some social person that you know and they haven't done the right thing by you, and you're just waiting for that opportunity to throw that stone. I don't mean literal stones, I mean metaphorically, words, nasty words, words that will hurt. They are just as bad as throwing stones. And can I suggest over this time of year that it be a time of forgiving, a time of emptying your pockets and leaving the stones on the ground, because it's the season of forgiving. And I have coined this phrase that if you want to live, you must forgive. And not only do we have to let go of our hurts and our desire to get even, because when we're like that, we become the victim even more so. But I know so many people that throw stones at themselves. You know, they don't like who they are. They don't value who they are. They can't get over what they have done. And they live in a world of condemnation where they live under this self-stoning regime. Can I tell you, it's okay. Forgive yourself. God's grace is far more powerful to forgive you than your sin is to condemn you. Don't let anyone condemn you. Don't be self-condemned. This is the time to put things right. Cast away the stones. This is Steve Conybeare signing out. Catch you next time. Bye.